this is Gordon Ramsay. I talk really quickly and really staccato, and no, it's not Gordon Ramsay, it's the motherfucking bee. I'm going to do my take on Gordon Ramsay's sticky Chinese ribs, which I have enhanced to be more better. I'm just going to whiz around the ingredients. Obviously you're going to need some ribs, pork ribs, and I've seasoned these with salt and pepper. Almost spoke like Ramsay then. Got some Chinese rice wine, Shaoxing rice wine, soy sauce, sesame oil, groundnut oil, Szechuan pepper, crushed chili flakes, some chicken stock, some JD or other suitable bourbon, Scotch bonnet chili, garlic, and some ginger. I've got the method is the same as Ramsay. I've just tweaked the ingredients. Gonna turn these burners on and get the this baking tray up to temperature. I've got an oven on for 180, heating up. He uses olive oil. I prefer groundnut oil because I think it's more Asian in flavour, and just to bring that out a touch more, I try and do this with one hand. Not that many things I do with one hand. Just a little toasted sesame oil in it for the Chinese taste. That's a tip from the sister channel, Cooking with Corliss. You can find his website on Google. So this is already starting to smoke. I'm going to get these ribs roasting in the tray. You can check this on Gordon's YouTube channel yourself, but the method is pretty similar. Want to get caramelization on these boys or girls. I can already see that this baking tray is a little bit too hot. I don't know what setting it is on induction hob. We're just going to brown these off for a bit really. I'm going to season the other side with salt and pepper and then come back to it in a minute. Okay, so I think you can see these are like browned up quite nicely now. And Gordon advises this is the stage that's most critical. You definitely don't want the pan too hot because it'll just mute the outside. You have to take your time. You don't want it a bit mute. So the corners sometimes get a little bit hotter than the middle of the pan. But anyway, I'm pretty happy with that actually. Now one step that Gordon say, like when you're getting these initial sort of colour on the meat is always to deglaze. I'm pretty sure that Gordon doesn't deglaze, but that's why I've got my Barry Baldwin here. Gonna throw a bit of that on to see what happens. Be careful with this, kids. Holy fucking shit. Yeah, throw everything fell off. Just let that alcohol burn off. The other thing I was going to say was, like, this recipe you would also, if you prefer barbecue ribs to like the Chinese sort of sweet style, the only real difference in my mind is tomatoes or tomato sauce. So anyway, the next steps are like pretty quick to be honest. I'm going to turn this right off because the only point of putting that in there was to brown the meat. I've got ginger and garlic, which I'm just going to scatter all over, along with the Scotch bonnet chili. Be careful what you touch after you've handled really hot chili. I know to my cost. That's a different story. Okay, so that's ginger and garlic. Actually, turn them back on a bit, just on super low. Okay, then got crushed chilies, chili flakes. So different chili flakes, are they different to crushed chilies? Maybe. These have got the seeds in anyway because I like it hot. I've got some Szechuan peppercorns. Again, this is from the Ramsey. Maybe it's like, you know, you describe them, really zingy like peppercorn. And his recipe calls for star anise, which one I haven't got, but I thought I've got some cloves out which are kind of similar. Yeah, they're there. Well, I haven't got them out. I'm going to stick a couple of cloves in for that sort of, if they'll come out. I think some will come out. You don't want too many because cloves, star anise, it can get too much. Right then, so then we have got Chinese rice wine, Shaoxing rice wine. Don't know how much Gordon puts in, just what I put a bit in it. And then soy sauce. Don't know how much that was, but the bottle's empty. And then stock. So this is a chicken stock. Pretty sure he uses chicken stock. So this is almost like a braise now. We've got cooking meat in liquid, but that oh yes, the final part, which is some runny honey. Oh, pardon me. Gonna put some honey in there for the sweetness, and that's what's going to make the ribs sticky. If you're braising it, it's fine to use honey because it sort of mixes with the liquid and it won't burn so much. If you just sort of do ribs dry and then stick honey on, you've got to be damn quick, otherwise it'll just burn and leave you with that really bitter sort of taste, which you don't really want. So what I'm going to do, as always, is just quickly have a nibble on this sauce. Oh, that's fucking delicious. Right, actually, I'm going to put a bit more honey in. Now, these are going to cook. Just mix that out a bit with so actually it's easier with these clippers, whatever they are, tongs. Right, so these ribs are now going to be covered with some foil, which I shall just grab thus, pop your cartouche in. That means lid, does it? I don't know what it means, but like a cover on it basically. This is just going to sort of then steam and roast the ribs at the same time, and that lovely liquid sauce is going to, the water in it's going to evaporate and reduce and thicken up the sauce, and because it's got the honey in it's going to stick on the ribs. So I'm going to sling that in the oven for as long as possible. I think the recipe is an hour and a half, but if you leave it 2 hours, 2.5 hours, to my mind, you definitely, the longer the better. It is already quite late tonight, so for me I'm probably looking an hour and a half. Alright, so we'll see these in a bit. Okay, so these have been in for 55 minutes, about half cooking time. Not much change to the eye right now, but you see the ribs is really cooked through now, and then we just reduce the sauce, which, as with any reduction sauce, it starts to come in as the water evaporates. And I'm just gonna just have a little go on that. And this old spoon, yeah. Trying to think if there's anything I need to adjust in there. I don't think so, but when I put them in this time, I'm going to remove the foil, and that'll just increase the evaporation of the water. So those are going in for another hour, and we'll see what happens then. Okay, so these have been in for just over an hour and a half. And this is where you've got to be really super careful. The liquid has really reduced right down. I've been turning these sort of 20 minutes, I suppose, throughout the time in the oven, and really looking sweet now. And when you get down to the final stages of the evaporation of the water, it goes very, 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 very quickly. So you need to keep an eye on it. Now, personally, from the outside they've done nothing, so I'm going to pop the old foil back on for the last half hour, and not too long to wait now, although I am starving. So the beeper has just gone for 2 hours. That's like 180, turning the ribs. I've got some chips going on in there, so don't worry about that. Shut there. Okay, so let's have a look at these boys. Hopefully I've judged it fairly well. Yeah. So you can see that the liquid has reduced down to a very sticky sauce. I'm pretty sure that in Gordon's video he takes it out and then says stick it on the hob and you can reduce it down on the hob, but that's cheating. I think. So I've got these coated. I'll wiggle that ting. And then the most important thing of all is to let them rest. You know why the emphasis on the rest. Foil back on. In terms of steak cooking, they always say rest for half the cooking time. And especially as the bone in the middle is really hot, it should be falling off after I've left it for about sort of 20 minutes, I'd probably say. And there you have it. That's Nick's take on Gordon Ramsay's Chinese ribs. I have to say that the sauce is absolutely delicious, and yeah, I'm going to see you on the other side.